Greetings, it's not Monday and I'm Straz, not Joshub, but that's okay because this is a bonus episode of the Monday Melee. Each week we bring you one or more videos of competitive team fights. And today we're going to take a look at the Gold Series, specifically AHQ vs Cloud9 on Blackheart's Bay. At this point in the game, AHQ has just turned in, meaning Cloud9's getting bombarded by the cannons. In response, they're taking their own merc camp to get something going. Tyrande birds across the map and spots Illidan and Uther doing their own top camp. At the same time, Sylvanas cuts down, and you can see this on the minimap, and spots Zagara out of position. If you've watched the Monday Melee before, you can probably sense that something is about to happen. I'm gonna pause this for a second so we can get a feeling for what's really going on here. Zagara's caught out of position and the entire team of Cloud9 is closing in on her. There's nowhere for her to go and Muradin has cut off her only escape. While she does have some buddies up top here, there's nothing they can really do for her as they're too busy getting the camp, and even if they did decide to turn around and help her out, it's honestly probably too late for her. As we hit the slow-mo, Tyrande hits the Shadowstalk and the Exterminators have arrived. Zagara, for her part, gets a pretty sick maul, but it's too little, too late. Tyrande has a beautiful follow-up arrow on Muradin's stun, and the two of them are gonna almost be able to take Zagara out by themselves. However, Uther's gonna turn the corner and do his best rendition of God Save the Queen. Illidan, for his part, is going to pop Metamorphosis on the group of Cloud9. From off the bottom of the screen, Tyrael is going to Judgment Sylvanas, and Illidan and him are gonna go ham on her, bringing her down quickly. At the same time, Kayle pops his ult and unloads into Illidan, dropping him nearly at the same time as Zagara. At this point, the day is lost for AHQ, but Uther's trying to pull some more heroics and land a stun on anyone. Unfortunately, the stun lands on him, right in the middle of Kael'thas's ult, and he's quickly dispatched by the rest of Cloud9. At this point, Tyrael and Jaina need to get out of there. Tyrael distracts for Jaina, who makes a swift getaway to the south. Or I should say almost makes a getaway as K1's arrow absolutely nails her, and Cloud9 is easily able to catch up to her and destroy her. Unfortunately, Tyrael slips away at this point with 10 coins, but honestly, 4 for 1 ain't bad. Now that we've seen all the micro things that break the fight down, let's talk about it in a larger context. The number one takeaway that people will probably look at this video and see is that Zagara was out of position and that's why she died. But in reality, that's not really the whole story. The biggest part of this story is actually the amount of vision that Cloud9 is able to get. With Tyrande's owl here, they know where Illidan and Uther are. Likewise, when they spot Zagara, they know where she is, and finally, with the camp taken at the bottom, they know where the rest of AHQ is. So yes, while Zagara is out of position, it's really the combined amount of vision that allows them to actually take advantage of that. Because quite frankly, the worst that can happen right here is that they jump into a 5v3 at the start. Now, while Zagara's positioning is bad here, and it does lead to her death, that's realistically all it should lead to. I'm not quite sure why AHQ decided to take this engage, as by the time their team was able to get there, everyone was so far out of position and so low on health that they just were never going to be able to do anything with it. The second takeaway from this video is very simple. If there's someone and they're dying and you know they're basically dead, there's no reason to run and save them. Likewise, if the other team starts an engage and it's a good engage and it looks like they're gonna get a kill on somebody who's out of position or maybe just got completely caught off guard, there's no reason for you to gather your whole team and charge in there. While it always sucks to have someone die, sometimes you just have to realize that you have to take the loss. It would have been much better for AHQ here to just go away and just let them have the kill, rather than William Wallacing in to try and save Zagara. Finally, my last piece of advice. If you're a professional Heroes of the Storm player and you are playing against Cloud9 in a tournament, then do not let K1 pick Tyrande. His Tyrande play in this tiny sequence was absolutely incredible, and honestly, throughout this game it was fantastic. I'm not just talking about the original bird that spotted Illidan and Uther, I'm not talking about the lunar flares that were dead on, or the Shadowstalk, or even the owl that just snuffed out Jaina's life at the end. His play throughout this entire game was fantastic, and if you play Tyrande, or you want to play Tyrande, I strongly suggest watching this game, as K1 has a few lessons for you. Well, that'll do it for this bonus episode of the Monday Melee. If you'd like to see more videos like this, throw us a like and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to see us focus on a specific match, let us know in the comments. And if you'd like us to focus on your match, send it to the email located in the description, as we're going to be making that a weekly feature of this channel. Bye.